The post date that this video was posted proves that this prediction is being made ahead of time, as does this timestamped email from Google. This email is documenting the prediction that U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash due to a bird strike in St. Louis on December 26, 2022. It is also, for that matter, predicted that her plane will come down due to turbulence and then be struck by a bird as her plane is traversing across the country as she is returning from Los Angeles for Christmas back to Washington, D.C. All right, continuing with this email that I wrote, second paragraph. In the account of Noah's flood, the flood waters lasted for 5 months. In the book of John, 153 fish is symbolism for the end of the age of fishing for men. 12/26/22 will be exactly 153 days and also exactly 5 months after the historic and destructive flooding in the city of St. Louis. The 44th president grew up in Indonesia for 4 years. In Bible prophecy, the number 666 is symbolism for the Antichrist. 12/26/22 will be exactly 6 plus 6 plus 6 years, which is also 6 times 6 times 6 months, after the 9.0 earthquake in Indonesia that caused the Indian Ocean tsunami. Kamala Harris is of Indian descent. The Antichrist also grew up in Hawaii. The tsunami was exactly 60 plus 60 plus 60 months, which is, of course, symbolism for 666, before the Safari Tours helicopter crashed into a mountain in Hawaii that killed 7 people, which was on the same day as a total solar eclipse over the Indian Ocean that was known for a viral image of what appeared to be devil's horns. The 44th president wore jersey 23 while playing basketball in high school in Hawaii. The Safari Tours helicopter crash was in turn exactly 23 weeks, which is almost exactly 44% of a year, after the flash flood that killed 7 people in Hell's Gate Canyon National Park in southwest Kenya, near where Barack Obama was born, an area known for its safari tours. The Safari Tours helicopter crash occurred exactly 36 months before 12/26/22. 36 is 6 times 6, and the 36th triangular number is 666. As well, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way up to 36 equals 666. It is said in Bible prophecy that the Antichrist will set up an abomination on the Temple Mount after a period of 1,290 days. 12/26/22 is the last day of the festival of Hanukkah that regards the rededication of the Jewish temple. 12/26/22 will be exactly 1,290 days after the Feast of Pentecost, when in St. Louis, 500,000 Blues fans gathered under the Gateway Arch to shout in celebration. In the Bible, judgment on a people symbolically begins at the gates, before the walls of security of Jericho collapsed in God's judgment. The Hebrews shouted, and this would have been on the Feast of Pentecost. 12/26/22 will be Hanukkah Day 8. It will be exactly 800 days after the explosion at the finish line of a marathon in Harrisburg, Virginia, that injured 3 people. The name Harrison and Harrisonburg hints at Harris, who will die after her plane's engine explodes. The number 9 symbolizes God's judgment. This explosion in Harrisonburg was exactly 90 months after the massive explosion in Texas and the Boston bombing explosion that killed 3 people at the finish line of the Boston Marathon on Patriots' Day, which parallels the 3 that were injured at the finish line of the marathon in Harrisonburg at the time of the explosion. 12/26/22 will be exactly 9 weeks after 3 people were killed in a school shooting in St. Louis by a shooter named Harris. This is merely scratching the surface of the reasons for how this prediction is known in advance. For more information, please visit BitChute.com video channel, Harris Crash Prediction, and also read the website www.trumpprediction.com.